You are looking at soon to be a relic, 35mm film, and this is how movies have came for the last 100 years. So Hollywood said no more.
With technology going to the digital age, Hollywood is no exception. Movie studios are looking to save money on how it prints and distributes the blockbuster movies we see on the big screen. For just one print of a 35mm film, it costs the movie studios about $1,500 to print and ship it to movie theaters around the globe. The new digital copies are a lot cheaper, taking the cost from $1,500 to about $150. But that savings by the movie studios is coming at a big price for the movie theaters, especially drive-ins.
Well, there's a lot of drive-ins that may not have the financial wherewithal or may not want to spend the kind of money required to upgrade to digital when you're talking about $70,000 investment per screen.
Putting a big investment into something that is not really going to get a return.
That investment is going to be tough for the drive-in movie theaters that have been able to survive the years.
Hello.
Gary Ritzenthaler considers himself an amateur historian. He says Michigan once boasted about 130 drive-ins. Now the count is down to about 8 around the entire state, including the US 23 drive-in in Mundy Township. The investment needed for theaters to switch from 35mm to digital could cut the number of existing theaters even lower.
There's the numbers we have to crunch to see if the investment is worth it. You know, that's close to almost, $250,000. We're looking into it, and hopefully we can make it happen.
My concern is that there are going to be drive-ins in the state and actually around the United States that are just not even small little independent indoors that are not going to have the funds. It won't make sense to make that switch.
But at least one drive-in theater here in Michigan believes the big investment to change is worth it. They are the owners of the Capri Drive-In in Coldwater, Michigan.
The Capri Drive-In is owned by Tom and Sue Magoaks. It's been in the Magoaks family for 48 years.
Hi, which movie?
The kids' ones. There's one in each night.
Okay, $8.
And it's been one of the most well-maintained drive-ins, probably at least around the Midwest, in the top 5 or so.
Concession stand is my job, yeah. How good is that? I go to a job every night that people like to come to.
A job Sue and Tom Magost have devoted their lives to, and now they're giving up even more in order to keep the theater going.
We had a lake house. That was our house, our first home, and we weren't using it because, Susan, it doesn't make sense. We can sell that and still have a job, still have a business.
It's something they just can't walk away from.
These were actually my dad's. He used to own theaters in Detroit area. And this is probably over 60 years old, this projector head. Hopefully we can get one more year out of film. They say in the journals, probably by the end of 2013, this should be done.
They called us a hidden treasure, and already people come from Detroit, Ann Arbor, Fort Wayne, Chicago, and we're a destination. Why? Because there's no drive-ins left in these big cities, or if they are, they're not like this. People say when they enter this drive-in, it's like they've been taken back into like the 60s, 50s, 60s.
I mean, I think it's a unique experience, so I hope that some are able to survive, but the economy makes it difficult, I'm sure.
In Coldwater, Lori Dugavito, ABC 12 News.